Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 3 and this is our term paper project. Our group consists of 5 members which are Nurul Ain Arina, Nur Shasha Damia, Iziana Syaira, Nur Alia Sasabila and Muhammad Iqbal Hanif. First, we will look at the introduction. In popular music, songs often act like mirrors showing human experience. They capture feelings, challenges, and victories that people from different cultures and generations can understand. This presentation looks at the grammar in 3 famous songs, which are The Climb by Miley Cyrus, The Skyscraper by Demi Lovato, and The Eyes of the Tiger by Survivor. Every song, with its words and tune, shares a story that goes beyond just the type of music it is. It gives us ideas about things everyone experiences like resilience, self-discovery, and the journey towards personal growth. By looking at this song closely, we want to find out what kinds of sentences and grammar they use to tell their powerful stories. This will show us how the way we use language can make our feelings towards music stronger.
Our first song is The Climb by Miley Cyrus.
This song is an inspirational anthem about perseverance and personal growth. The song's theme revolves around facing challenges and overcoming obstacles with determination and resilience. It emphasizes that the journey and the lessons learned along the way are more important than the destination. With its uplifting lyrics and powerful message, The Climb encourages listeners to keep pushing forward despite difficulties, embracing the struggles as essential parts of their path to success and self-discovery.
This is an overview of the lyrics of Miley Cyrus' song. We selected Miley Cyrus' song for its rich variety of recognizable grammatical elements such as noun, pronouns, adjectives, indefinite articles, and coordinating conjunction. By examining this song's grammatical structure and vocabulary, we gain insight into the protagonist's inner world and the themes of perseverance and personal growth. The clear and straightforward lyrics make it easy to analyze these components, shedding light on the journey and obstacle faced by the protagonist. For this analysis, I have chosen to focus on 2 grammatical elements, which is indefinite articles and coordinating conjunctions. So, what is indefinite articles? The indefinite article, an, is used before a noun that is general, which is not specific, or something that is mentioned for the first time. For example, in the lyrics, I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you will never reach it. Here, the indefinite article a introduces voice, implying it is one of many possible voices. This unspecified voice represents internal doubt or negative self-talk. Another example that I find out is there is always gonna be another mountain, I'm always gonna wanna make it move, always gonna be an uphill battle. In this case, the indefinite article an introduce uphill battle, suggesting that this is one of many challenges faced. It generalizes the struggle, making it relatable to a wide audience. Next, coordinating conjunctions. A coordinating conjunction connects words, phrases, and clauses that are of equal importance. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions, which is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so, which is we call it fanboys. For examples, in the lyrics, the chance I'm taking sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. The coordinating conjunctions but links these clauses to highlight the contrast between experiencing difficulties and maintaining strength and perseverance. This contrast is a central theme in the song, emphasizing the speaker's resolve to keep going despite challenges.
For my part, I will discuss about the topic noun and pronoun. For noun, I will focus on abstract nouns. What is abstract noun? An abstract noun is used to refer to concepts, ideas, experiences, traits, feelings, or entities that cannot be seen, heard, tasted, smelled, or touched. Abstract nouns are not concrete or tangible. From the lyrics, we can see that there are multiple abstract nouns that can be identified as they denote intangible concept. The examples are dream, voice, direction, face, struggles, chances, moments, battle, and climb. For pronoun, I will focus on personal pronoun. What is personal pronoun? A personal pronoun is a noun typically used to refer to a speaker or to the people or things that a speaker is referring to. Grammatically, they act exactly the same as nouns and can act as a subject or object of a clause, phrase, or sentence. Here is the lyrics. I can almost see it, you'll never reach it, my face is shaking, but I've got to keep trying. From the lyrics, the personal pronoun I, it, you, and my is a singular personal pronoun. It refers to exactly one person or thing. Next, I will discuss about adjectives. The first one is descriptive adjectives. It is an adjective that modifies a noun or pronoun by describing it or expressing its quality. Example from the lyrics, always gonna be an uphill battle. The word uphill describes the nature of the battle. Second, demonstrative adjectives. It is an adjective that primarily used to describe the position of a subject, noun or pronoun in a space or time. Example from the lyrics, but these are the moments that. The word "des" indicates specific moments.
From The Skyscraper by Demi Lovato, we have analyzed the lyrics and found the usage of the adverbial system in the lyrics.
The theme for the song, The Skyscraper by Demi Lovato. This song is a powerful ballad about resilience and rising above adversity. The song's theme centers on strength, recovery, and empowerment in the face of personal struggles and emotional pain. With poignant lyrics, Lovato conveys a sense of vulnerability and determination, likening herself to a skyscraper that stands tall and unbroken despite attempts to bring it down. The skyscraper inspires listeners to find their inner strength, overcome their hardships, and emerge stronger and more confident.
From The Skyscraper by Demi Lovato, we have analyzed the lyrics and found the usage of the adverbial system in the lyrics. First, the usage of adverb of place. On the 15th line, the lyric goes, I will be rising from the ground. In this sentence, from the ground is an adverb of place, describing where the action is taking place. From the ground here emphasizes the physical movement of rising upward, starting from the surface of the ground. Next, I am going to stay right here. On the 36th line, right here in this sentence is an adverb of place which describes the specific location where the speaker intends to remain. I am going to stay right here indicate that the speaker's decision to stay in the current place without moving. Meanwhile, in the 14th line, but I am closer to the cloud up here. Up here in this sentence indicates the adverb of place describing where the action is taking place. The word up here indicates the elevated position of the speaker closer to the clouds, emphasizing the speaker's current vantage point. Secondly, the usage of the adverb of time. First, the lyric as the smoke clears from the 18th line. In this sentence, as the smoke clears is an adverb of time, describing when some action occurs. Here, as the smoke clears indicate the moment that the speakers awaken. As the original lyric goes, as the smoke clears, I awaken. Second, to watch me while I bleed from the 23rd line. In this sentence, why I bleed is an adverb of time. It describes when the action of watching takes place. The lyric to watch while I bleed, it describes that the speaker being watched occurs simultaneously with or when the speaker is bleeding. Not only that, but we also analyze the discourse organizer in this song. The discourse organizer can help guide the reader or listener through the content. In the 20th line of this song, it says, "and untangle you from me." The word in this sentence is an additive discourse marker that is used to add information to the preceding statement. And here is also a referential discourse marker that expresses coordination. It is used to connect the lyric of "I awaken" and "untangle you from me." Next, from the analysis of the 26th and 40th lyric, the usage of the word "but." In this sentence, "but" is a constructive discourse marker that is used to introduce a contrast or contradiction. "But" is also a referential discourse marker that expresses non-coordination. Here, "but I am standing on my feet" is used to explain that even though the speaker is still broken, she is still standing on her feet. This contrast underscores the speaker's determination to overcome obstacles and continue forward despite difficulties. Similarly, "but I am closer to the clouds" up here, it introduces a contrasting idea, highlighting the speaker's elevated position despite attempt to bring them down. It is interesting to note that both non-coordination and coordination discourse marker are used to connect sentences that are complete thought that don't depend on each other to make sense separately.
So let's move on to the next grammatical feature, that is auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs, known as helping verbs, are used together with a main verb to show tense, mood, or voice. So in these lyrics, there are two types. The first one is the be verb. The example of the be verb in this lyric is "skies are crying." So in this sentence, are is a be verb used to form the present continuous tense. Here, "are crying" indicates that the skies are in the process of crying, metaphorically suggesting that it is raining at the present moment. So the second example is "I am watching." So in this sentence, am is the be verb used to form the present continuous tense. Am watching indicates that the action of watching by the speaker is currently happening. The last example of the be verb is "there is nothing left of me." So in this sentence, it serves as a linking auxiliary verb in a passive construction, connecting the subject with the state described by the past participle left. So the second type of the auxiliary verb in the lyric is the modal auxiliary verbs. So these verbs are used to express necessity, possibility, permission, or ability. So the first example is "you can break everything I am." So the use of "can" as the modal auxiliary verb in this sentence is to indicate ability or possibility. So the speaker is stating that the other person has the ability or power to break everything that the speaker identifies with or considers themselves to be. The use of "can" shows that it is within the other person's capability to do so. The second example of the modal auxiliary verb is "would it make you feel better to wash me while I bleed?" So the use of "would" as the modal auxiliary verb in the sentence is to indicate a hypothetically or polite question. So here, "would" is asking about the likelihood or possibility of something making the person feel better.
We are going to diving into the grammar behind the song "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor.
This song is an iconic motivational anthem that embodies the spirit of determination, courage, and the will to succeed. The song's theme is about facing challenge head-on, maintaining focus, and pushing through difficulties with a relentless drive. Written for the movie Rocky III, it captures the essence of a fighter's mindset, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and staying sharp in the pursuit of one's goal. Its energizing beat and empowering lyrics inspire listeners to stay resilient and keep striving for victory.
This song is not just a motivational song, but is also an interesting song for studying various grammatical elements. We choose this song because it is an interesting choice for grammatical analysis because it is full with active voice, preposition, and infinitive. Sentences such as "you take your passion for glory" demonstrate the active voice of the song and it ensures clarity and directness in conveying actions. Meanwhile, preposition such as "of" and "on" create relationship between elements and adding depth to the lyric. Additionally, the song employs infinitive effectively, acting in line like "you must fight just to keep them alive" to show purpose and intention. These grammatical features are consistently used throughout the song, making it a rich resource for studying and understanding the usage in context.
Grammatical feature found in the lyrics is prepositions. So prepositions are words that show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and other elements in a sentence. They often indicate direction, location, time, or introduce an object. There is only one type of preposition in the lyrics, that is simple preposition. So the first example is the use of to. The sentence is just a man and his will to survive. So the use of to as the simple preposition is to indicate purpose or direction. So the use of to expresses the purpose or goal of the will. This shows the relationship between will and survive. The second example is the use of on. So the sentence is face to face out on the hill. So in this sentence, the word on is the simple preposition. It indicates the location which is on the hill. So this preposition is used to specify the location where the action that occurs face to face. Last but not least is the use of The sentence is don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. The word of is the simple preposition. It indicates the association of dreams to the past. So the use of specifies the description of time or the source of the dreams.
Now, let us discuss on infinitive. An infinitive is the base form of a verb, often preceded by to. They express purpose, intentions, or actions that have not yet happened. The line, you must fight just to keep them alive, here to keep them alive, is an infinitive phrase showing the purpose behind fighting. This infinitive phrase, to keep them alive, clearly indicates why the action of fighting is happening. Another example is for the kill with the skill to survive. The phrase to survive shows the purpose of having skill is to survive. The infinitive phrase to survive indicates the purpose or intention behind having the skills. Next, let's talk about the active voice. The active voice is when the subject of the sentence performs the actions of the verb. Active voice is a grammatical construction where the subject of a sentence performs the actions expressed by the verb. In sentence using active voice, the subject typically comes before the verb, and the sentence structure is straightforward. Active voice is often used to emphasize the doer of the action and to make sentence clearer and more direct. For example, they stack the oats, still we take to the street. Here, they and we are subject performing the actions stack and take. The active voice keeps the energy and urgency alive. This sentence is in the active voice because the subject they is directly performing the action of stacking the oats. Additionally, the second part of the sentence, we take to the street, is also in active voice, with we as the subject performing the action of taking to the street. Another great example is in the line, you take your passion for glory. The subject, you, is actively doing the action of trading. Your passion for glory is the object of the action, indicate what is being traded. Since the subject is actively engaged in performing the action of trading, the sentence is in the active voice. This clarity and directness are what make the song's message more powerful and engaging. That's all from me. Let's move to conclusion.
Lastly, for the conclusion, as we finish looking closely at the climb, the eyes of the tiger, and the skyscraper, it is clear that these songs are more than just enjoyable tunes with catchy melodies. They have deep messages about facing difficulties, accepting change, and discovering inner strength. By examining their grammatical structures, we see how effectively they share their themes and show us that language can strongly move our feelings and motivate us to act. Whether it is the strong will to overcome difficulties, the bravery to confront fears, or the strength to recover from failures, this song shows how much human spirit can change and keep going. This presentation has shown not just grammar parts that make these songs powerful, but also general tips they have, showing us that music still matters a lot for sharing and understanding deep human feelings.